Hi everyone, this is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Things are getting crazier. This new project LHM enables you to reconstruct a detailed and animatable 3D representation of a human from just a single input image. Before I show you how to get it installed locally and play around with it, let me show you a few of the examples. Look at this one. Now, this project LHM, this stands for Large Animatable Human Reconstruction Model. It's a new method aimed at quickly and accurately reconstructing this detailed 3D image, as you can see in this example. Let's have a look at this example. Now, what is happening here is that we provided a single image and then it gives us high fidelity animatable human avatar representation very quickly within seconds with no lengthy post processing, and that is something really crazy. The way it is working is quite interesting, and if you look at this image and this pipeline, this gives you a better idea. It is employing a 3D Gaussian splatting as a representation, allowing fast and efficient rendering of high detailed 3D scenes. It utilizes a multimodal transformer architecture where it is effectively integrating human body positional features with visual image features using attention mechanism, and then it is doing precise reconstruction of clothing and textures details directly from images. It also uses a multi-scale feature aggregation, specifically targeting face areas, as you can see here. And if you look at this example, this again tells you a bit of a story where it is using a multi-scale feature aggregation. It also significantly improves in facial identity and fine facial detail reconstruction, as you can see in this example. For instance, look at this. Look at the motion and look at the reenactment. This is simply amazing. Okay, so let's now go and try to get it installed locally and we will see how it works. And I would also like to thank our very good friends at Mast Compute for sponsoring this VM and this GPU NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. Hopefully it will fit onto this GPU, so I'm going to create this virtual environment with Conda. And if you're also looking to rent a GPU on very affordable prices, you can find the link to their website in video's description. Plus, I'm also going to give you a discount coupon code of 50% for range of GPUs. Next up, let me quickly git clone the repo of this LHM and I will drop the link to it in video's description. And then we need to install all the requirements from the root of the repo, and this is going to take few minutes. While that happens, let me also introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are Camel AI. Camel is an open source community focused on building multi-agent infrastructures for finding the scaling laws of agents with applications in data generation, task automation, and world simulation. All the prerequisites are done, and now all you need to do is to run this in order to launch the demo. And the first time when you run it, it is going to install few more things and then download the model. And it has downloaded these assets and now downloading this LHM 0.5 billion. And the model prior is being downloaded and loaded onto our GPU. And there you go. After some wait, this application is now running in our local host at port 7860, which is a Gradio host. Also, I had to move to a bigger GPU because it was giving me out of memory errors, and I will also show you the new GPU configuration in a while. But let's first quickly open this in our local host at port 7860, and there you go. It is now running here. And as the model is loaded, let me also quickly show you the VRAM consumption. So I'm using this NVIDIA H100 GPU, and you can see it is consuming around 12 gig of VRAM. But for some reason, it was giving me out of memory error on my NVIDIA RTX A6000. So if you have around 16 GB of VRAM or something, try it out. It might work for you, but for some reason it was not working for me, so I had to move to this 80 GB VRAM GPU. Anyway, also on the disk you would need at least 70 gig of space, because it's there are a lot of small models it also downloads, as you saw there, and then there are also some assets it downloads. Okay, so this is how it looks like once you load it first. So let me quickly go down and load maybe one example to see how it works. I'm just going to click on this one. So you see this is one input image you give, and then you just go down and then click on generate. So now let me move on to a multi GPU cluster with 280 GB GPUs. I have moved on to the multi GPU cluster, did all the installation again. Now it is running. Let's see what happens now. I can't go higher than this. Okay, thankfully this time it has worked, and it is consuming around 120 gig of VRAM. So we have given it this input image, and my system is very slow, by the way. And this is the reference input video. So we want this left image to be doing this sort of stuff. Let's see how it goes. And then it has processed the image. Let's see if it can animate it like this. So if I scroll down, this is a resultant video. Very nice. Little bit malfunctioning, but this is really good. You see, reference image is now animating like this. Okay, let's try one more example. And here is some fun for you on my expense. So you see, I just gave it my own image. This is a reference input video. I just selected it from here. Let me play this. So I should be dancing like this. So look at this one. Just keep an eye on the arm and body movement to see if I would be able to replicate that by using this LHM. I already have run it. Took around 5 minutes to generate this. And you see, because optimal is that you provide a full body image. Anyway, let's run this. There you go. How about my moves? Let's check it out again. So the face is slightly demorphed, but I think not bad at all. And I think if my image quality would be better, this could be a better stuff. And because it's not a full body image, so that is why the legs are not there. So, and you can check out. So if you have full body image, then you can go for it. I don't have it. But look, I think very impressive. And yes, we can whinge about the VRAM consumption and all that stuff, but very early days, I'm very sure that this is going to improve a lot down the road. So the VRAM consumption will drop, and then we should be able to run it on a more commodity hardware in some time, of course. So that's it. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what do you think. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network, as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.